The morning Onom arrived at number 27 Ogbonna Close, the compound shifted like it had inhaled something strange. Even the gate, old and stiff, opened easily for her. She wore a simple top and trouser and held just one small box, yet every window had eyes peeking. The tenants, already drained from spiritual exhaustion, suddenly felt the breeze of change. She was glowing. Not the fake kind. The kind of beauty that didn't need ring light. Tall, soft-spoken, fair like fresh custard, with eyes that seemed to say, I know who I am, and I know who you are too. But it was Chief Edwin, the almighty landlord, that felt the real earthquake. The moment he saw her step into the compound, he dropped his goblet of hot oji. Burned his hand. Didn't even flinch. Who is that? His heart began to race like a kiki dodging potholes. He hadn't felt that kind of hunger in years, not for food, but for something deeper. Something dangerous. Onom was introduced as Chuck's cousin from Warri. She was just visiting, they said. Chief Edwin didn't care. From that moment, the mighty lion of Ogbonna Close became a lovesick goat. Secret gifts, secret looks. He started sending her gifts, quietly. First, it was new clothes. Then a delivery boy brought bags of rice, 2 crates of eggs, a blender, and bone-straight hair. No name, no sender. Onom would smile politely and return it all. The next day, she found a small envelope under her door. Inside, brand new iPhone 15 Pro and a note. No strings. Just admiration. From your silent lion. She ignored it. But the gifts kept coming. He offered Onom a flat, for free. His own compound. He said she needed privacy and peace of mind. Even his 3 wives noticed he had become distracted. He wasn't eating as much, wasn't shouting at tenants, wasn't checking for food at their doors. In the dark of night, he would sneak out, pacing outside her window like a restless mosquito. Until one evening, when he did the unthinkable. It was 11:47 p.m. Chief Edwin tiptoed through the corridor like a cat wearing slippers. He reached the guest room where Onom was staying. He knocked lightly. She didn't answer. So he opened the door. Onom was inside, seated on the bed, rubbing cream on her legs, calm like she'd been expecting him. Chief, are you lost? She asked. He stammered. No. I just wanted to check if you're settling well. You know, it's not safe for a beautiful lady to stay alone without protection. He moved closer. His agbada swayed. His breath smelled of groundnut and boiled pepper soup. Onom stood up. You need to leave now, she said quietly. Onom. I can take care of you. I'll buy you anything. I'll do the right thing, Chief. Or don't do anything at all. She opened the door and pointed. No shouting. No drama. Just authority. He walked out like a weak child. And as he stepped into the hallway, he saw one of the tenants, Yusuf, standing in the shadows. They locked eyes. But Yusuf said nothing. Just turned and walked away. Everyone expected a storm the next morning. That he would evict Chucks. Ban visitors. Double the rent. But no. He was smiling. He whistled. He even greeted children. And then, the real shock came. He called his 3 wives for a family meeting. They sat like senior ministers, worried. I have made a decision, he said. I will be taking a 4th wife. The compound froze. One of the wives dropped her cup of zobo. The youngest one hissed and stood up. Who is she? The first wife asked. He smiled. Onom. Silence. Thunder without sound passed through the compound. That small girl where they stay with tenant. That one. You want to marry your tenant's sister. He ignored their protest. He had never begged a woman in his life, but for Onom, he brought gifts to her room like a suitor. He wore new perfume. Even trimmed his beard. And shockingly, Onom agreed to marry him. The tenants whispered in disbelief. Onom done for. No strategy. She no one marry she dey plan something. Chief Edwin was dancing around the house like a teenage boy. He cancelled his rules for the first time in years. He even declared visitor freedom weekend to celebrate her decision. He was no longer a god. He was a man in love, and completely under her control. TOB continued in part 3. The real plan had just begun. What was Onom really after? Why did she agree? And what happens when a king bows to the wrong queen? Stay tuned. Part 3 will reveal everything.